Hey everybody, this is Frilioth and welcome back to another Minecraft episode on the Alphacraft server. We're back in the Butchery Department again today, and as you can see, done a little bit more work on it. So that was what we did in the last episode, putting the cows in. I've done exactly the same, only mirrored over the other side, which is going to be the for the sheep. So hopefully we can entice a few sheep around. Now I needed to make some carpet in order to catch Johnny later. What I'm going to do is probably go and fetch him, bring him through into the nether portal downstairs, and then just run along in front of him and run through here and hopefully catch him when he gets around the corner. I could make it easy for myself and I could put a nether portal over there and let him fall straight into where we want him, but where's the fun in that? There's no fun in that at all. So what I'm going to do now then is let these sheep out. As I say, I needed some wool, so I've sheared them, and obviously because there's no grass anywhere, these guys are never going to be all woollied up again. Come on then, fellas. You two, oh, you do look stupid. Are you? Can you not see me waving this wheat at you? You can, can't you? Come on, you two. Beautiful. Beautiful. Get in there then. Good sheep. Good sheep. Good do as you're told sheep. Bad sheep. Go on. Oh, please. 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 Good sheep. Good sheep. Good sheep. Good sheep. Right. And you, over here. Don't go messing about with the cows, please. Good sheep. Good sheep. Favourite sheep. You're my favourite sheep. You are beautiful. Beautiful sheep. Get in there, sheep. Don't come out. Don't come out. No, no, no. No, no, no. Bad sheep. Bad sheep. Don't make me whack you. Where did you go? This is going to take me a little while, so I'll probably do this off camera. Try once more. Oh! Bad sheep. Bad dead sheep. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sheeps. Where are the rest of you? Don't tell me you're down here. You've not gone down here, have you? I ought to fill this in, didn't I? I don't believe I've just gone and done that. Where have they all gone? Surely you're not daft enough to have fallen down a hole, are you? Did they put only one in there, or was there two in there? One. Where's the other one gone then? Oh, this is a nightmare. Oh, there you are. Come on then, I need you over here, fella. Wait. Come on. Make a little baby sheep. Hello, little baby sheep. Right, let's see. I'm going to get these in the hole things, and then I'll be back in a minute. Okay, that was more messing about than it should have been. However, we have now got sheep in there. There you go. Little bold sheep and a little baby, and two little bold sheep. So now it's just a case of feeding these guys and getting them. Oh, can you not breed? Ah. Anyway, let me show you what I've done. I've slightly changed the ABBA switch, which now, thanks to Avo, is going to be known forthwith as the abattoir switch, which I think is fantastic. But I've changed it slightly. Let me start at the bottom. Changed it slightly by putting in a sticky piston. I wanted, and I think I mentioned this to you, I wanted the button for the switch to be bang in the middle because that's where it made sense. but I couldn't put any redstone behind it or anything because of how the gap was behind it, where the sheep sit. So what I've done is I've put a dropper behind it. So when the button's pressed, hello fellas, you frightened the life out of me then. When you press that button, it activates that dropper, and obviously the observer can detect the changing state of the hopper, which fires this block on the sticky piston. Now because it's a 1-tick pulse, it'll fire the block and then leave it up there, and then when the button deactivates, it'll fire again, pulling the block down, but it means that only one signal comes through. If that was a solid block, you'd have a signal when the button was pressed, and then you'd have another signal when the button was unpowered. So you'd get 2 pulses, and we don't want 2 pulses, we only want the 1, which is why we had to put this little piston pulse limiter just there. So then the pulse goes up here, and exactly the same thing happens as happened before. That piston pushes out first, that piston retracts, then that piston pushes out, that piston retracts, and then that piston pushes all of the animals over. And I've done exactly the same on to the side, lad. Just over here. So it's exactly the same. And I think I can demonstrate it on this side because I've got nothing up there. We've got nothing up there. So I'll press the button. That one will push out, pushing all the babies over to there. That'll retract, allowing the adults to fall through. That'll push out again, putting the floor back in place. That'll retract so the babies can go back over the hole. That'll push everybody out. But it does it that much quicker now because I'm not using an extender. I'm using the pulse limiter, so it all happens really quickly. But it's still long enough for the adults to fall down. So what I need to do now then is create the little butchery area, the little killing area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the floor here with hoppers. I'm going to put 3 rows in of hoppers, and then the adults are going to fall out of there and there. Johnny's going to wail on them and do whatever he's got to do. And all of the drops are going to go into the hoppers. And then I'm going to need some kind. I'll make a little bit more room back here just for a second. And I can do that, obviously, because we've got plenty of room to play with. And what I want to put here is a filter, so that all of the meat comes over into this chest. So we'll have lamb and we'll have beef in here. And then over here we'll have leather and we'll have wool. I mean, there's no reason why I can't just have everything all mixed up together, but I don't want to do that. I want meat on one side. I want leather on the other side. So that's what I'm going to do. So if we put a temporary block, is that the middle? That's the middle. And then grab some hoppers. That's handy actually. I needed some raw mutton. So although I didn't mean to kill it, it needed to be done. 1, 2, 3. Like that. I'm going to stick some red carpet on here. A, it's going to stop mobs spawning in here, and B, it's going to stop, it's going to look like a, well, should I put white in there? Butchery departments are always really squeaky clean, aren't they? I don't know now. Maybe I'll leave that to you. Oh, I can't because I need to do it now. I was going to say I'll leave it to you guys. I'm going to put white carpet in there. Now let me know in the comments whether I should change it for red or another colour. But for the time being, I think I'm going to put white in there. Can I feed these guys while I'm thinking about it? Why are you stuck down there? Why aren't you jumping about? We've got a baby anyway. Are you grown up yet? No. So that's gonna come down to here. Then I'm gonna need don't know what happened there. I'm gonna need a filter. So any items that are not in the filter are going to go straight around to there. So that's any item, you know, the wool or the leather is going to go straight around there. But the mutton and the beef are going to go down here. I can remember how to do this. There and there. Oh. I knew I was going to come across some water sooner or later. There and there. Have some comparators. I have got rubbish for days again. There's my redstone. There's my redstone. Got my repeaters. Got my comparators. I've got my repeaters. Where are my repeaters gone? There they are. Right, so I'm going to knock up a bit of an item sorter filter here, and then I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've knocked up the quick item filter, and we've got some mutton in the one side, we've got some raw beef in the other side. So anything other than mutton, which will fall into there, and raw beef, which will fall into there, will go around the other side. Mutton and raw beef will come all the way around here and go into the bottom dropper here. And then they'll get fired up the dropper into a hopper at the top, which is going to run down behind the back of the chests at the front, so it's going to fill those up. So here we need a comparator, and we need a repeater. We need to create a clock, is what I'm doing here. That's just going to flash, and then on top of this, I need to put down an observer. We're going to make like an observer item elevator here. It's really simple. So if we put an observer there, and then we need to try and put an observer. Am I going to be able to do it? Put an observer there. Perfect. Put that back in again. And then we need to put a blob of redstone dust on there. An observer on the top of that. And an observer, Frills, man. Come on. I told you how much I love jump 2. Do it. There you go. And then stick an observer facing that way. Like that. That's good, isn't it? That's good. Is that going to be high enough? Or do I want another one on top of there? I guess there's only one way to find out, isn't there, really? There should be some beef in here somewhere. I wonder if it's made it all the way through. No. Okay. There's some beef stuck in the system somewhere. Nobody likes it when their beef gets stuck in the system somewhere, do they? Not there. Okay. Okay. Now they're playing games with me. Right, there's 2 beef. Right, 2 beef. Remember, 2 beef. 2 beef or not 2 beef? Can you hear anything? There they are, 2 beef. Took a little bit longer than I was hoping, but it certainly works like a charm. That's fantastic. So again, that's just very, very, that can go as high as you like as well. And it's silent. If you've got a continual amount of items going into it, that's silent. The initial click is when the first one goes in the bottom, but after that, completely quiet. Everybody loves a quiet item elevator. So if I fill all of this in now, because it's all encased in there, I don't have to worry about lighting it up, because the lighting updates will only affect it when you've got lighting updating loads and loads of air blocks. If it's all contained inside one block, it won't cause any lag. So fill all of that in. Perfect. That's the door I'm going to bring the Vindicator through. So I'll run a line of hoppers now around the other side. Need to fill that in, but I can't put one there. I can't put a block there because it's going to cut off that redstone signal. Can't remember which side I came in and do I want to go in that one? I do, don't I? Yeah, why not? Go in there. And then we want some droppers facing up. That's it. Probably get away here with only having one little item elevator thing. I know what I mean. One little item elevator thing. We need that going in there like that. Okay, like that. 1, 2, 3. Grab my comparators. Comparator. Repeater. Bit of dust. Make my clock. Jumping too high. Then that like that. Now anything that goes in here now. Let's throw in the sea lanterns. See, quiet. Quiet as a church mouse. There they all are. Nothing left in the droppers. Perfect. So now do I wait and get a Johnny in there? I do, don't I? I don't want to be wasting the first load of cows without getting a Vindicator in here. You boys are in for such a treat. I can tell you that for nothing. No glass. I'm going to finish this off, and then we'll work on getting Johnny in over the back. Actually, that should be quite easy. I can just get him to follow me in. I can fall off of there. He can drop into here behind me. I can then run straight through a gap in here because I'll be able to fit under a block there, but Johnny won't be able to because he'll be standing on carpet. Fantastic. Give me a minute. Right, I'm at the end of my nether tunnel. That's the way to spawn. That's the way to my portal there. And I've bust out the wall that we built in. That's the way to the mansion that myself and Smurf raided a while ago. Now, fortunately for me, Smurfy has just made his way onto the server. So I'm kind of hoping I can rope him in to getting over here and doing a bit of mob baiting for me. So I'll meet you hopefully with Smurfy over at the mansion over here. So this is really, really embarrassing. Myself and Smurfy have just been over to the Woodland Mansion and bagged ourselves Johnny behind us there. Amazingly, I hadn't recorded any of it. I mean, we had a bit of a laugh. We had a Vindicator chasing me through the nether. Smurfy died. I died. It was all a bit manic. I didn't record any of it. I am really, really sorry. Now, I've got Smurfy on the job now, trying to send me the footage of his live stream. So hopefully we'll have something to show you. If not, then the most exciting part of this video wasn't recorded, unfortunately. But hopefully I'll show you what happened via Smurfy's live stream.
Better, I'm the village idiot for running at him. Here he comes. Oh, come on. There he is. Remember when we used to do this over the roof of the nether? Oh! No! Run! Run! The roof was missing. You got building blocks? Where am I putting him at? Just go through. He's whacking you. Oh, oh, no! Where am I going? Downstairs, you tell me now. Bro, I think I'm down by... Oh. By Boo. I'm going upstairs. By the clock. I picked it up. Yeah. Yes. Oh. I'm gonna die.
So that was me and Smurfy getting the Vindicator, getting Johnny back to the stronghold. And as you can see, we've got him back okay. He's back here now. So again, I apologise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that absolutely noob error of forgetting to just press record on OBS. So hopefully I won't do that again. But if you've made it this far, the very least I can do, we've got a couple of cows up there now. There's more than a few because they're all sort of stacked on top of each other. If I send any babies up there now, they will probably cram and die, and then they won't get flushed down. And I've also got loads and loads of sheep in here now. So I'll feed these and we'll get a couple of babies up there. Hopefully, I've not tested this out yet. So hopefully this side will work. Now I am expecting a couple of these to die. Soz guys. But I'm expecting a couple of them to go. Because when the babies are born, they're just going to cram in there and probably die. Maybe they won't. They're going up the chute. They are little sheepy babies. I think I will go up there, and now I've put the glass roof in. Look, the glass roof. Look at that. That looks amazing. I think that looks fantastic. But now I know where that is, I might go up there and knock out those blocks and replace them with slabs. And then that way, the babies won't go up there and smash their heads in. So let's feed these guys as well. So, you know, babies, I don't think babies take suffocation, take cramming damage, but the adults will. If you put sort of 50 babies into a 1x1 hole, I think they'll be okay. But the second they grow up, then the adults will take cramming and die. I think. Don't quote me on that. There were loads. I have been working on a better abattoir switch, which we may look at in the next episode. It's at the moment that piston is always retracted, which means that there's a two block gap up there, and as you can see, that cow there is trapped inside a glass block. Now fortunately, since Mojang have fixed the bug that caused entities to suffocate in glass blocks, that's not going to be a problem. But it does mean when I press a button, those cows there will fall down, but those adult cows won't, because at the moment they're still stuck. Oh, Smurf is going to be happy. Look, there's a squid up there. Smurf has been trying to catch squid all day, and he's not been able to, and yet there they are. There's some up there looking at me. But that those adults are inside a glass block, so they won't fall down with the first press. But when that gets pushed out, they'll get pushed into the middle, and then they'll be able to fall down at the next press. What I've worked on is a switch where that block is extended. So that block that block extends and that block retracts at the same time, pushing all of the babies out of the way, but it doesn't push any adults over. And then when it turns off again, that block pushes back again, so no babies go in there, because it's the babies going under that block and then growing up that are causing them to get stuck inside that glass block. So I've got a fix for that, and we'll go through that. And it's a little bit more elegant as well. So we'll go through that probably in the next episode. So I'll just stand here for 20 minutes, wait for those little fluffy fellas to grow up, and then we'll see. We'll give Johnny something to do. So now we've got some more grown-up sheep. So all things considered equal, again, because of the way the babies have grown up while they were on that side, they've grown up inside the glass. So when I press the button, those will fall down, but they won't. But they will get pushed over and will fall down the second time we press the button. So if I press that button there, get some cows going down. They woohoo! Press that button. We'll have a few sheep doing the same thing. And then I'll press that again. Press that again. They're all down. Oh, Johnny doesn't know where to go first. Come on, Johnny, you've got to be quicker than that. I'm not paying you by the hour, you know. Yeah, once he gets going, he's on fire. Well done, Johnny. Well done, mate. Right. We'll have to call it a day for today then, everybody. Thank you very, very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And again, I'm sorry. Sorry that this episode has been a little bit noobed. But unfortunately, these things happen. So if you have enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to leave it a like. And if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. This is Frilioth, and I'm out of here.